All right, go ahead and take a look at this lab today. We will be looking at infrastructure attacks using Metasploit, and we're going to understand how to use HTTP strict transport security module to enumerate server configurations, and we're going to learn how to obtain a remote shell with the SMB login module. Our mission today is to use the Metasploit framework to scan for HSTS configurations and gain a remote shell on the Windows 7 VM. Let's begin. So the first one we want to do is we want to use Metasploit um, framework modules for the HSTS scanning module. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure that our machines can talk to each other. So we've done that. So basically this is my Kali machine. I'm on 10.0.2.8 and my Windows machine is on 10.0.2.15 and I'm just going to type, make sure that they can talk to each other, 10.0.2.8. Okay, now I'm going to ping Google, make sure we have outside connectivity. Yep, we're good there. Let's do the same thing on our Windows machine. Let's ping 10.0.2.15. All right, let's also ping Google. Okay, we should be good for our connectivity. Okay, so next, let's go ahead and turn on the Metasploit Framework console. So we're just going to type in MSF console. All right, mine is at version 6.1, but yours might be something different, but that is okay. All right, so next we see that we are at our um, prompt here. So let's go ahead and see. So now that we're here, we actually want to do a search for HSTS. And HSTS informs browsers how to handle their connections via headers and basically forces a connection over HTTPS. So we've got our search pulled up, and we got HSTS pulled up. And as you see, we do have a couple modules that we can use um, for our future exploits and research here. So we've got the first one here says it is, let me move my screen here. There we go. We have the auxiliary scanner, and this is description HTTP strict, and we've got our second exploit here, and that is post multi-manage HSTS eraser web browser description here. So what we want to use is the scanner HTTP/HSTS. So we're going to take a look at the first one here. We can get that up and running by typing in use auxiliary scanner HTTP underscore HSTS. All right. And now that we're here, we can take a look at the show options to see what we can do here. We got options of specifying proxy, remote host, that's your target host, remote port, currently set to 443. Then says, hey, would you like to use SSL, true or false? Is it required? It's not required in this sense. And then we said, how many connections or threads would you like to be set up here? And then your virtual host, what server would you like? Is it required? Yes or no? So what we're going to do is we are going to use this website here on the back end. Let me show you what this website is. It is hackyourselffirst.com, right? All right, we've seen this website before from other classes. This is the same website we're going to use for our labs today. So hack yourself first. So think about that as we're doing this lab. We'll just take a look at the cert here, not secure. Images are not secure. And if we see here, yep, you are not securely. And we can take a look at the cert. It's from Let's Encrypt, attacker.hackyourselffirst.troyhunt.com. All right, let's get back. So let's keep on going here. So what we want to do is we're going to set our remote host. The site that we want to attack is to be that website right there. So we're going to do set our host hack yourselffirst.com. All right, we see that's been set here. Then if we're happy with that, we can go ahead and run our command by just typing in the run. And again, we're looking for HSTS. So if I type run here, let's see what we have. It says scan is completed. Let's see, no HSTS found. Scanned one of one host and auxiliary mode execution completed here. All right, so this one is not making us use the strict HTTPS code in the headers. So that was our first task. Our second task is to um, do the SMB login attack, and that is server message block. You've learned this in your Windows class and your CIT infrastructure class. So we have our Windows 7 machine on, and this time we're going to go here and we want to search for SMB login, right? So let's do that. Let's do search SMB login, and you see here we actually do have a module here, and this is SMB login check scanner. So what we're going to do, just like before, we are going to say use this module. So we're going to say use auxiliary scanner SMB / SMB login. And if you don't get it right, it's probably a typo here. Let me see what I have here. AUXIL. Ah, I see. There we go. All right, so we are happy there. So we've got some options here. Let's take a look at what we can do. See, we've got a lot of options that we can choose from. Abort on lockout, blank password, brute force, database all threads, detect any authentication, detect any domain, uh, password file here. So we got a lot of stuff that we can choose from and specify, and then requires what we have to use. No means that is optional. So we got to set up our abort on lockout, brute force speed, remote host and remote port, stop on success, and other things like that. So let's go ahead and set up our command here. So let's set up our host here. So we're going to say set our hosts. That's going to be our Windows here. So that is what, 10.0.2.15. All right. And then let's see, set SMB password. We're going to set up our password here. Let's do set SMB pass 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. I'm going to say set SMB user John, right? If you ever have any question here, this is what we're doing, right? We did SMB, the password for the specified username, and user, the username to authenticate as. So we got both of these commands right here. Okay. And then what we're going to see right here is we're going to type in show options. And you can see right here, this is some of the stuff that we have already populated here, and it updates right as we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in exploit. And let's see what we have here. So we started here and it said no active database, credential data will not be saved. Let's see what we got here. We got John, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No success here, but we can try that again. All right, so ran it a second time, and this time you see that we got a success right here. We were able to exploit it, um, and it says, yeah, with the user John, with the password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. That is the end of this lab.